Guys, and welcome back to Rock My Face. Today I'm going to do a look for you that was on a runway show for spring 2012, and it is a nice mix of some cool pastel green and purples. So we're going to start off with that. And just so you know, I'm going to use a new foundation today. I wanted to try a couple different ones that you can get from drugstores that are a little bit cheaper. And I haven't tried this one out yet, but it's by Revlon and it's called Photo Ready Airbrush. Looks like this, and it comes out like a spray bottle, and it's a mousse. Like I said, I have not tried it, but I have read a little bit about it, and supposedly the pigments in here reflect the light and they bend so that it's supposedly is supposed to hide your flaws, make them look perfect. So we're going to try that out and see how we feel about it. And I believe this one, I want to say it was right around $12. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start by putting a little bit on the back of my hand because I want you to see how this comes out. It comes out kind of bubbly. Let's see if I can get the light right on there. Just like a mousse would come out for your hair. And I don't know if you can tell, but it is like bubbling all over. So it's obviously a pretty light and airy foundation. So I'm just going to pop my buffing brush into that. See how quickly all the bubbles popped, and it's just almost, see? So, I'm just going to lightly start. Okay, now that my foundation's on, I'm going to pop a little bit of my Derma Blend right underneath the eyes. Okay, now for the brows, I want them to be really light, but I do want them to be well groomed. So I am going to use the lightest color in this shadow palette, this one here. Both of a combination of these these lightest blonde colors that are in there. But I do want them to be clean, so I'm going to go in with a light blonde pencil and just go on the outside. And I don't want such a arch. So I'm going to go underneath where my arch is just to make them look a little bit thicker through there. And then I'm going to go in with those blonde colors and just fill in any spots. Okay, so from here I'm going to go in with a primer, and I'm using my Urban Decay Primer Potion. And I'm going to put this all over the lid, all the way up to the brow. And I'm just going to buff that in. Alright, the color I'm going to use on the lids that I'm going to start off with is a color by Hip, which I thought was a Maybelline color. L'Oreal, excuse me, a L'Oreal. This is a duo, and it's called Righteous. Yeah, anyways, it's this lime green here, and I'm going to put that right on the lid only. Now, by the time we get done, this green is going to be very bright green. So we're just going to continue to stack these colors, or this green, on top of each other with a couple other greens I've chosen to use. But this is the one I'm using as the base. Any lime green we'll use. It doesn't necessarily have to be this exact one or exact brand. Any lime green will work. Now the next green I've chosen to use is from an Urban Decay palette also. This is called Graffiti. And I'm going to go right on top of that lime green, just to really darken it up some. Now as you can see, when I want to build a color and make it darker, I'm not swiping the color across the lid. I'm packing it on, just patting it. Just packing it on top of the lime green that we already have on there. Now I'm going to go back in with that same lime green we started off with, and I'm going to pack that on top. Again. Now I'm going to go in with this UV yellow that I bought from the costume store. I don't know if you can tell how bright this is, but it is outrageously bright. And I'm just going to pack that right on top of it. And you may have a lime green that you like, that you just like the color of. You don't have to use 3 or 4 different shadows. I'm just using several different ones so I can really get the one I want. None of the ones I have just really were perfect to what's in my head, which isn't unusual. So I'm just mixing some till I get exactly what I want. And that's pretty close. So okay, so from here I have this really cool purpley blue that I got from Ulta, and it's by NYX, and it's called Lanikai. I really do not know how to pronounce this, but it's Lanikai. So if you know how to pronounce that, correct me. I really have no idea. But I am going to, I'm just going to wipe off that first brush that I used. I'm going to use it again, and I'm going to take it all the way up to the brow. And around on the inside of the nose there. And that same width of this brush, I'm carrying it all the way around the eye. And I'm going to take it under the eye. Okay, so from here I'm going to take a 286 MAC brush, and I'm just going to blend some of this out and together. It just makes it a little bit softer. Whoops. I'm going to do the same thing. Now I have this little loose powder that I just got. It's by NYX also. And it's called something. Jade Pearl. And it's just a loose, frosty, well, kind of like a pearl color to it. And I'm going to lightly dust that across that lime green. Like that. It's not necessarily glittery, it's just kind of frosty, I guess. Now from here I'm going to take a pointed foundation brush, and I'm going to place a little bit of a creamy concealer, and I'm using my Laura Geller. I'm going to take that under the eye just to clean up. Okay, now in this Click It Your It Smashbox palette, there is it's number 20. It's like a gold creamy color, and I'm just going to take my finger Well, if I have one that doesn't have eyeshadow on it. And it's really gold, and I'm going to place that right underneath the eye here. Like that. On both sides. And then I'm going to take my buffing brush and buff that in. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of light pink, but I'm just going to go in like a contour, and I'm going to go right in the hollows underneath my cheekbones there. And then I'm going to buff that in also. So as you can see, this buffing brush is great. I mean, you can go from your foundation to your powder to a cream to a contour. It's not going to make your makeup look cakey, and it's this is just a really good multi-purpose brush, and I like it a lot. Now for the top lashes, I'm not going to go in with a really strong black liner. I'm just going to take a straight edged brush and a little bit of black eyeshadow, and I'm going to place it right at the lashes because I don't want it to be very harsh. Just something to give the eye a little bit of dimension. And also underneath. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. And I'm going to go in with my They're Real mascara by Benefit. Now I want these to remain really natural looking. They're not going to be clumpy or very thick. Just want them to have the length, so just going to lightly graze that over. And then if you want to, you can go in with a grooming comb and brush out any clumps that are there and go give it a second coat. And on the bottom. Now on the lip, I'm going to go in with a nude lip color. And go over that with a light gloss. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. So far I like the foundation. It does, I can still feel it moving a little bit, even though I did go over it with a powder. But I'm going to wear it for a while and see how I feel about it. But it looks nice. I do like the way it looks. So, and anyways, yeah, that was the Photo Ready Airbrush by Revlon. That you can get, I guess, from any drugstore or Walmart. I picked it up from Ulta. But anyways, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had fun doing it, and y'all have a good day. Bye, guys.